a person could, in fact, have achieved a couple of smaller levels and still, overall, depending on the number of items or scales in the particular dimension, still fall in a different category. Because when we did the categorical analysis tends to allow for greater variation. It is covering more territory, if you will. And we thought, well, that's important to see too. So you can see from this example on the screen that in the first arena of organizing the behavior, a person got an attention focus blocker score and an accelerator score. Well, it wasn't merely blending those two that resulted in the overall category of staller for organizing behavior. It, in fact, was once the scoring occurred for attention focus and the scoring occurred for problem solving, then all of those numbers were rescored for the distributions in the category of blocker, staller, and accelerator. And you can see as you look down this report that, in fact, it's not always predetermined that if you had a couple of blockers that your overall dimension would fall into a blocker category. But this leads me to ask you, my next polling question really is about the importance of numbers in the self-assessment tools that you have used. So I'm curious, do you see with other tools that there's an over-reliance on numerical scores? And do you find that that over-reliance almost always happens and people spend far too much energy there? Or do you find that, well, it's really not that big of a deal? Let me give you a second to respond to that question.